Holy Hitchhikers rijdt door het meest bediscussieerde stukje land op aarde. Op en rond de route 60 in Israël. De zwaarst bewaakte weg ter wereld. Hier bij de bushaltes pikken we Joodse lifters op om hen mee te nemen naar hun dorpen in Palestijns gebied.
Bye bye.
Hier zijn ze dagelijks doelwit van aanslagen. Maar ondanks de terreur gaat het leven door. Vandaag ontmoeten we de 3 lifters. Eitan.
Shalom.
Shalom, לצומת T, צומת בית-אל.
Where?
Shira.
Where you need to go? I need to go?
Yes.
En Shaket. Alle 3 zijn ze vol van hun land en vol van hun goed. Ze zouden nergens anders willen wonen. Maar waarom niet? Wat bindt hen zo sterk aan dit stukje land?
I think that I'm part of something bigger than just me.
Just because it's Israel. I don't know to explain it. It's not the people, it's the land.
This is the birthplace of Israel, of the Jewish nation. This is where this is where God gave us our mission in the world, which is to bring the light of justice.
We rijden vanaf checkpoint Gisme, vlakbij Jeruzalem, naar plaatsen in het noorden van Judea, beter bekend als de Westbank. 'S Morgens vroeg stapt als allereerste Shira bij ons in. Ze woont in Jeruzalem, maar studeert in Ariel.
Take the right.
Yeah, we've been here.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Exactly.
I do it like this, right?
Yeah.
So
It's dangerous here, you know it.
Yeah.
It's not so safety, so they can put to throw stones on the side.
On this road.
Yeah. There is not so safety here. This world, all this way, it's not safety.
But you have to travel it all the time.
What?
But you have to go.
Yeah, I have
All the
to.
time?
Yeah. I don't have another options. This is this is quickly for me. It's just 40 minutes.
So have you ever experienced something like that?
No. Thanks God, no. I don't want experience. Just one time I travel with bus and someone take a big stone and thrown us, but not more.
But you don't have something in your pockets or
No.
with you to protect or defend yourself?
I have gas. You know what it's gasoline?
Have you ever used it?
No, never.
Have you ever thought about how it will be for your children to live in this place?
I don't know. I'm scared about them because it's a lot of it's war in the street. In Jerusalem, here, every city, all day I see in the news. I open the phone and I see it was terrorism here and there, and a baby killed. And I'm afraid that they grow up to terrorism, but. I cannot be in another country. I travel now and I love this country more than every another. It's worth it.
But you've never thought of living somewhere else?
No, never.
So what is that connection to this land for you?
Yeah. I don't know how to say it, but when I come from my journey to here, about a few months, I've been there a few months to here, I just want to I love everything. Just to kiss the land, the flowers, the city. I love everything. I very exciting when the plane, just because it's Israel. I don't know how to explain it. It's not the people, it's the land. It's a promised land. This is a promised land.
Het beloofde land. Wat is toch dat diepe gevoel dat dat bij de Joden oproept? Het onlosmakelijk verbonden zijn met dit stukje aarde. Ik probeer erachter te komen bij onze volgende lifter, Shaket. Ze gaat voor studieadvies naar een lerares en stapt in voor een lift naar Eli.
Come on in. Hello, hi. Welcome.
We believe that it belongs to us. We believe that we need to settle every settlement in Israel, because that's the only country we have. We don't have any other thing.
But even if it is illegal,
It depends, because I don't think it's illegal. Because who said so? Who said that belongs to the Arabim and not to us? Who said so?
I guess the international community, some resolutions made by the UN.
Probably. But I don't know. It's much more than that. I think it's.
What is it? I mean, I hear people say this all the time. So what is it about this land that is so
Our
special
history.
to you
History.
personally?
History. In here in Binyamin, you can see all the Tanakh from the beginning. You can see the place that were the Mishkan in Eli. We can see everything, all the journey that Israel went through. We can see in the settlements. We can't leave it. It's part of us. It's part of who we are.
And how does that define you? How is it part of you?
I think that I'm part of something bigger than just me. I'm not living in Israel just as Shaked, just as a myself. I'm part of something bigger. I'm part of a Am. And this Am has a lot of history together, so it became part of me.
Met alle vezels in haar lijf voelt Shaket zich verbonden met haar volk en hun geschiedenis. Net als Aitan. We nemen hem mee naar Bethel, een plaats vol betekenis voor de Joden die hier wonen.
Shalom, לצומת עתיד, צומת בית-אל.
Do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
You can come with us. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So let's go. You have to give me directions because I have no idea where to go.
Okay, so you turn left at the junction.
All right.
We're going to the Beit El junction.
The Bet El Junction.
Beit El junction.
And what kind of area is that?
Beit El is where Jacob dreamt of the ladder, which ascended to the heavens.
Yes.
And we're gonna drive by Shiloh, which is where the tabernacle was. This whole area is basically what we like to call here Eretz HaTanakh, the land of the Bible, because this is where Abraham, when he came from Ur Kasdim, when he came from Iraq, he came to
this area.
To this area, not specifically here, but he kept on going southwards, and he went to Beit El. He offered a sacrifice in Beit El, and he kept on going to Jerusalem, and then further south towards Kiryat Arba, Hebron. And the mountain is the place where most of the Bible that we read, most of the stories of the Bible happened.
And what does that mean to you personally?
Well, this is the birthplace of Israel, of the Jewish nation. This is where God gave us our mission in the world, which is to bring the light of justice to the world. So this is the place where He gave us, this is the place where the Torah is meant to be practiced.
You are Orthodox Jew.
Yes.
You study Torah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wondered, what is this?
Peot. The peot. It's a custom among certain sects in Judaism, specifically Hasidim, to grow only this part of the hair long. The reason being is because there's a specific commandment in the Torah not to shave your sideburns.
To me, it seems you're very passionate about this. How come?
There's a saying in Chassidut, which says that Mishet ha'am yain hungari oto lo yiramu kvar ha'olam, which means when somebody is drunk Hungarian wine, which is considered to be a very good wine, nobody can fool him anymore. Meaning when somebody tastes the truth, when somebody tastes something that is sweet, he wants more of it. And the Torah is sweet. Our belief and our faith and our system is sweet. The life that it brings us is sweet. And when you have something sweet, you want more of it. It's natural.
So to you, studying Torah is like an addiction.
Yes. When he studies Torah, it's like Sama Chaim. It's like a drug of life.
Drug of life.
Drug of life. Meaning, if somebody is in constant works on himself to make himself a better person, and he studies Torah through that mentality, then the Torah becomes like an addiction to something good. There are good things to be addicted to. It's good to be addicted to love. It's good to be addicted to your children.
We rijden nog steeds op de route 60 en komen steeds meer in de buurt van het Palestijnse Ramallah. Bethel ligt ernaast en hier woont Eital met zijn vrouw en 5 kinderen. Op een plek die bol staat van de spanning.
But there's a lot of friction here. There's gunfire. There's been gunfire from this neighborhood to this Jewish neighborhood. Rock stone throwing and bottles, Molotov cocktails.
So the people at this corner, they're not really safe.
No, they're not very safe. There's an army presence here, but it's there's a lot of army. There's been some reinforcement here.
Ook met Jacket komen we langs Ramallah. Maar ze moet er niet aan denken om hier naar binnen te gaan. Laat staan om er te wonen. Ze vindt het veel te gevaarlijk.
You need to go left. Yeah, and then right. Because the other way it's Ramallah and we don't want to go there.
You say smiling, but that doesn't mean that it's funny, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
As you can see, there's a red sign in there that says that if you get in there, you die. So we don't want to go there.
That's Palestinian area.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that to the other direction, to Jerusalem, like you said, this is illegal. But all the cities that we have that legal, the Arabics can go and we can't go over there. So it's a bit funny that they can like they can come or they can go wherever they want in the country. No one will tell them no, but we can't go to their area. So it's funny.
On penalty of death.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah. To the other direction, there is no sign like that. So it's interesting.
But you say it's interesting.
Yeah.
But what do you mean by that, really?
That if they were right and they were absolutely wanna be one country for two nations, so there won't be any sign like that. They don't really want to get together with us. They wanna the whole country for themselves. That's how I see it. That they can't live with us. They need to control us. That's how I feel about that when I see this huge sign in red.
But they would say that you control them.
But yeah, but they always tells us that they wanna shalom and they wanna live with us. But I don't think that someone who puts that sign in the entrance to their home wanna go and live in peace with other people. It's I don't think that it's possible.
Vandaag lijkt alles gelukkig rustig. Maar hier op de Westbank roepen de Joodse nederzettingen vaak een enorme vijandigheid op. Onze lifters merken dat iedere dag. Toch wil Eitan hier wonen. Hij is er vast van overtuigd dat God dit land aan zijn voorvader Abraham en diens nageslacht heeft gegeven om hier voor eeuwig te verblijven. Ook als de Palestijnen en de internationale gemeenschap daar anders over denken. Juist hier, in dit gebied, wil hij de wetten van zijn God bestuderen.
So how many times a day do you study? For how long?
I usually wake up. I try to wake up at around 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, really? 4
Yes,
o'clock?
yes. I study Torah from 4 o'clock until about 6 o'clock. That's my main Torah studying throughout the day, and I have some friends who I study with. We study together. We have study groups. I try to.
But you have to be very disciplined to do that with 5 children.
By the time I get home from work, my children are sleeping. So when I get home from work, I come home from work, I eat. I speak with my wife, and I try to go to sleep as early as possible. The discipline starts with the night, not with the morning. So if you go to sleep early, you wake up early. As Benjamin Franklin said, early to bed and early to rise make a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
So are you?
Healthy, yes. Wealthy, I don't know. Wise, I'm trying.
Met Shira zijn we nog onderweg naar Ariel. De student is, net als de andere lifters, diep gelovig. Ze wil zich uit eerbied voor haar God houden aan de Joodse wetten en tradities.
What about you? Will you cover your hair if you get married?
Yeah, like this, and this it will be outside.
Outside?
Yeah,
But you see also people totally covered, right?
yeah, but they're very religious.
Why do you choose to follow these rules for yourself?
When I grow up, I can choose to be religious or not to be religious, and I believe it. I think I try to be not religious, and I see it's not good for me.
You try to be not religious?
Yes, I just want to try to know what's better for me. not to do things because it's word on the halacha or my parents let me, because I Shira want to do it. And when I be not religious and see I don't feel good with myself and I don't believe my way, so I come back to be religious. And now I feel better. I feel I'm sure my place. I do what I would like, and not because people told me to do it. And I think is.
But what was so different then when you stopped being religious?
I just do what I want. I can be with men. I can not to go how I want, to eat what I want. You know what it's Shabbat, not to save Shabbat. I wake up in the morning, go to the work, come back to my house, but I need something else to go to wake up with him, to pray, to believe it, to go to you need here to go left.
So living like this is really your own choice.
Yeah, it's really my own choice, not nobody else.
We zijn aangekomen in Ariel. De beveiliging herkent Shira en we mogen doorrijden. Vlak bij haar universiteit zetten we haar af.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good
Goodbye.
luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shira houdt zich vrijwillig aan de Joodse wetten en tradities. Zo zal ze niet met haar vriendje hand in hand lopen, niet kussen en zeker niet samenwonen voor hun huwelijk. Onze andere lifter Shaket begrijpt wel waarom.
Because the physical, like when you touch each other, there is emotions. There are emotions that come only from touching. That you can, if you give someone a hug, so you're feeling something else, right? You can't give in a hug what you're giving in just speaking to someone. So when you're dating, you need to see the person as he is without his touching, because touching can be very confusing. It can give you the belief that this person is something that he's not. You can't see bright. You can't see who the person really is from inside, because the touching is confusing it. So the Torah believes that you can't touch each other. You need to know what inside the person before you touch him, and then when you touch him, you can also get this side of the person. But you need to know who are you getting married with, without this all confusing.
So you really
touching.
know that you're right for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main reason, actually.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I believe
So you don't make mistakes in the love department.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You need to be connected to someone from inside, not just the outside thing.
Shalom.
Yeah.
So did you already find someone to marry?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Boys cannot just ask a girl, do you want to go out with me? Most of the times they won't. They will ask first the family or the friends, and if it's fit, so they will call the girl.
Ook Shaket wil haar hele leven inrichten volgens de richtlijnen van God, de God van de Bijbel. En ook zij kiest daar bewust voor.
Can you explain how your faith affects your daily life? What it looks like on a daily basis for you?
To be religious.
Yeah. What you do, what you don't do.
So, tefillah, like praying.
Praying.
Yeah, it's part of the daily life.
How many times do you pray daily?
Like, if I want to go up to the world, so it's 3 times a day. We just like we want. We can pray alone. We can pray in a group, but it's not something that we have to do, like the men's.
And are those prayers already written, or can you pray by yourself?
Written. There are places in the tefillah that you can edit something from your heart, and you can say.
Can you pray one for me, or is it not really good to say it just like that?
I can say tefillat haderech, okay? Even though we are only few minutes from Eli, I can say tefillat haderech. Tefillat haderech, it's something that it's a prayer that you say on your way. And we didn't say it because I spoke a lot. Right? So I will say it now. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו, שתוליכנו לשלום ותצעידנו לשלום, תדריכנו לשלום ותגיענו למחוז חפצנו לחיים בשמחה ושלום. ותחזירנו לשלום ותצילנו מכף כל אוהב בדרך ומכל מיני ליסטים וחיות רעות ותאונות דרכים המתרגשות ובאות לעולם. ותשלח ברכה בכל מעשה ידינו ותתננו לכנו לחסד ולרחמים בעיניך ובעיני כל רואינו. ותשמע כל תחנוננו, כי אל שומע תפילה ותחנון אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני שומע תפילה. I said, please Hashem, I want to get safe home, and please be with me on my way to home. Keep eyes on me, that I will get safe.
And look where we are.
And look where we are.
We zijn aangekomen in Eli en nemen afscheid van Jacquet.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Good luck. Shalom. Shalom.
Bye.
Ook Eitan is bijna thuis. Voor hem is wonen in dit gebied een droom die is uitgekomen. Hij zet hier voort wat zijn voorvaderen uit Bijbelse tijden zijn begonnen.
The very fact that I am a believer, and that I settle this land, and I even buy a house here in the Judean hills, and I work here, and I live here, and I study Torah here, and I raise 5 children here. That in and of itself is enough to make me part of the relevant history.
We komen aan bij de toegangsweg naar zowel Bethel als Ramallah. En meer nog dan bij de andere nederzettingen wordt dit gebied zwaar bewaakt. We zetten hem hier af, want voor ons is het te gevaarlijk om verder te gaan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Shalom to you.
Thank you for the ride.
Het laatste stukje naar huis pakt hij met de bus, die uiteraard helemaal is gecheckt. Ik rijd terug naar Jeruzalem met gemengde gevoelens. Onze lifters kiezen er bewust voor om in dit gebied te wonen. Het land dat God hun voorvaderen Abraham, Isaac en Jacob heeft beloofd. Ook al zijn ze hun leven hier niet zeker. Want met hun nederzettingen provoceren ze de Palestijnen hier des te meer. Tegelijkertijd bewonder ik hun moed, omdat ze hoe dan ook trouw zijn aan hun God, aan zijn wetten en beloften die voor hen meer waard zijn dan hun eigen veiligheid.